Hey, hi, hello, again. This is a discussion of our assignment set for our next deadline, 25 February 2020, Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. with a 3-hour grace period. Now, I'm not locking assignments anymore. So some of you, if you cannot meet the 3 a.m. deadline, will be allowed to submit later. This is kind of important because it's important to submit every single assignment. But this is still not a work at your own pace class, so you need to meet the deadlines. When you submit assignments after the deadline of 3 a.m., actually at 11:59 p.m. with a 3 a.m. grace period, if you submit after the 3 a.m. grace period, you will your point score will be reduced considerably. And if it's a letter graded assignment, that will be lowered by at least 1 grade, hopefully not 2. So you do still want to get your assignments in on time. And if you did not, or if you neglected to do an assignment that has since been closed, you should send me a message with the assignment as an attachment to the message, and then I can give you some points for those assignments. I do want you to be successful in this class. Our class has reduced considerably in number, actually. Well, not considerably. Actually, we now have a good class size of around 30 students. I think that's great. 25 might be better in terms of my ability to help all of you to do your work, to give as much individual attention to everyone as I possibly can. That's kind of important. And now on to our next set of assignments. I want you to have a little bit of fun, so I've included 2 videos, very different videos. Possibly you haven't seen videos at all that are like these 2 videos, which I think is kind of cool. I like these videos, of course. So I want you to watch them, and then you're going to do a short assignment where you discuss the 2 videos, a similarity in one paragraph between the 2 videos, and in a second paragraph, a difference. And then you're going to put this in a discussion. Well, anyway, the directions I think are kind of clear about that. Also, you have another writing assignment. You're going to be writing about one of the questions that I posed for Chapter 1. For example, you might write about reading to respond, or reading to understand, or what is an inference, or what does it mean to read to evaluate, or why is it important to read images critically. So we have these 5 questions. I'm going to ask you to choose one of the questions to write a short, I think it's 3-paragraph, 450-word summary of that question or that concept, like reading to understand. What is it? You just explain it in 450 words, following my outline. Not exactly what you want to write, but what I'm telling you how to write it. That's kind of important. Some of us neglect to read instructions, which is not a good thing when we take an online class. I do realize that my instructions are very detailed, and sometimes I know you feel like it's a real big pain to read these instructions. Chill, please do it. Okay, so that you get your assignments right, because I do take off in terms of points. Now, when you do this little summary, I do want you to format this according to the MLA format. So I've given you a link. with, again, some detail about how to format a paper according to the MLA rules of formatting. So you need to follow those rules. It's very important because as I read your paper, one of the things I'll do to evaluate your paper is to look at the extent to which you are following MLA rules. So you want to do that carefully. So that's our second assignment. And then we have one last assignment, which I hope also, well, it's not a fun movie, but it's an enlightening movie. It's a very good film, 12 Years a Slave. So I want you to watch this film before Tuesday. And we will be writing a film review about the film, but not just yet. We'll be doing that in our next set of assignments. What I want you to do with this film is to just watch it. And then there is, I want you to go into a discussion again, a discussion forum, and talk about three things. I want you to, give a very short plot synopsis or plot summary. I want you to write a few sentences about what the director wants the audience to learn, and finally, I want you to talk about one aspect of the film that you liked or you didn't like. So it's not really very much you have to write in this discussion forum, and then others of your classmates will also contribute there, and then you will use these entries in the discussion forum to help you to write a full-fledged film review of 12 Years a Slave after next Tuesday. So there you have it. We have 3 assignments that we have to do. Watching videos, watching a film, writing a short 450-word summary of a section of Chapter 1. So that's what we're doing for next Tuesday. So I've probably ruined your Sunday. Hopefully some of you have already got started on some of this work. I think some of you have. You're asking me questions about it, and that's good. Don't be afraid to ask me questions. I like questions. I answer them as soon as I can throughout the day as I relax here in Palm Springs. Don't envy me, though. I'm kind of stuck in the house in Palm Springs at the moment, doing this work just like you. You're stuck doing all this work, but we have to become very good students in order to progress through the university, and it's a lot of work to do that. And so it's my job to make sure you're successful at this level. We're just freshman composition, first year of the university, and each year it becomes more elevated, and we have to even progress beyond what we're doing here. So please take this course seriously. We will continue to see you online.